find out how you can get interactive with Flags Over Rockville.
And we'll tell you how Rockville is working with PEPCO to make sure that tree pruning around power lines is not affecting the health of city trees.
Plus, Rockville needs your help to mark history. More news, more often, right now. This is Rock 11 Now Weekly, so let's get into it. There's more than 190 flags flying around Rockville. The idea came from you, the community, during our Diversity Town Hall earlier this year. And now, there's an easy and fun way to keep track of them all. The Flags Over Rockville interactive map allows you to search by flag or country name. Just head to rockvillemd.maps.arcgis.com and click on the Flags Over Rockville map. There, you will find the location of each nation's flag. You can also type in the country name in the search bar at the top of the screen. And even better, you can take it on the go because this map is mobile friendly. So explore Rockville and find your national flag. Then send us a selfie on Twitter at Rockville411 or at Rockville11. Use the hashtag FindYourFlagRKV.
Did you know that trees hanging over power lines can be extremely dangerous? PEPCO prunes trees over power lines to stay in accordance with state and federal regulations and to maintain the safety and reliability of your electrical services. So you may see their licensed tree professionals in your neighborhood. And Rockville's Forestry Department works with PEPCO to make sure the pruning process does not affect the health of city trees. To find out how to report fallen branches and trees and other information on how Rockville protects its tree life, head to rockvillemd.gov/trees. For Rock 11 Now Weekly, I'm Tony Playa.
Still to come on this edition of Rock 11 Now Weekly, managing Rockville's history is a big task and we could use your help. Find out how you can be a part of modernizing the Historic Resources Management Plan right after this.
Mark your calendars for the first annual Rocktoberfest coming to Rockville Town Center on October 7th from noon to 6 p.m. Check out 2 music stages, artisans, kids activities, German food, and of course, beer. The festival admission is free. For more information, log on to rockvillemd.gov/Rocktoberfest.
Rockville is one of Maryland's oldest towns with its origins dating back to colonial America. So preserving the city's rich history is a must. And that's why the Historic Resources Management Plan is getting modernized, and you can be a part of marking history. Rock 11 Now Weekly caught up with someone whose #1 job is to manage Rockville's history.
Hi, I'm Sheila Bashiri, Preservation Planner for the City of Rockville, and it's time to mark some history. The Historic Resources Management Plan is just that. The historic resources in Rockville, it's just a plan of how we want to manage them. We want to be able to identify buildings that maybe haven't been identified as historic. You know, we have our older buildings and we know that they've been identified. We know that they're historic, but there's a lot of buildings that when this plan was written in 1986 weren't identified because they were basically too new. And really all this information is on our website. We have a Historic Resources Management page, and you can find that at rockvillemd.gov. Go to the Historic Preservation page, and there's a page there, a link to that page, and it tells you all about it. You can actually link to the old plan and find out about it as well.
And as far as the Americana is concerned, we wouldn't say this was the center of Rockville.
Right.
But you look at this and you know you're in Rockville. And this was one of the most recent designations, right?
Yeah, it's the very last designation we've made. It was built as part of the urban renewal. You know, they tore down a lot of homes here and they needed new homes to be placed here. And we have people from every country, all different races. We have all different ages, and it's just a great place to live at. It's a fun, friendly place to live at. And I think that's an important part of what Rockville represents. It's a community. And we're having a public meeting just for that purpose. We want people to get involved. We want them to come to the meeting and learn what the plan is, because a lot of people don't know what the plan is, don't even know it exists. Now we're going to make it so that it's a database, and it's going to be a living database so that we can always change this document as things change within the city. We can continue to update the book.
And help preserve Rockville's history by coming to the first of many meetings about the Historic Resources Management Plan on October 3rd at Rockville City Hall in the Mayor and Council Chambers from 7 to 8:30 p.m. That's going to do it for this edition of Rock 11 Now Weekly. You can also check out the latest happenings on our online newsletter at rockvillereports.com. And join in on the conversation and check out our posts by signing up for Nextdoor at nextdoor.com. And keep up with Rockville 11 by subscribing to our City of Rockville YouTube channel. And you can follow us on Twitter at Rockville 11, on Instagram at Rockville MD, and like us on Facebook. For the entire Rock 11 Now Weekly team, I'm Kathy Dantzler. Until next week, Rockville.